They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Detroit!
Back to throw again. And able to find Dorsett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Over!
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Over! Watching now, Barney.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up after the sack.
Over.
Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is James White. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Green.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes down, but not before before getting this inside the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air, looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The ball comes out, and the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now a play fake here on first down. Runs through the contact. Sliding out of the pocket. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And shedding through the tackle. Sheds another. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
All right, here we go. 319.
Now a toss play. This is White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals.
Gone, 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 gone. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he'll throw deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Going deep downfield for... That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. So we'll reach halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run with White. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, here we go. Green 30.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set! 319! 319!
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw to Michelle on the dump off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They'll run. This is White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll drop the throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 55 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a carry for White. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Green 39! Green 39!
They stay on the ground with White. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
319! 319! Detroit!
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lawrence Guy getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Here we go now.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
319.
Looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to. You and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Oh, little 360. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another yard probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. One, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clicks, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw. The throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Goes underneath here to White. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. In for the score. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle.